fortress raised, walls that reached up to the sky. Your Trojan horse, a gift so strange. I brought you in, open my gates. Despite my walls, you rode right through that night, that glow, all thanks to you. Castles ablaze, my walls came down. Trojan temptress, take me now, take me now. Take it away, Bobby.
Thanks, Jared. Today we have a very special episode, a very classy episode. We've got Jared here helping us class it up. Jared, you relate to this, right? You've been in the bar world for...
I worked in bars for a couple years, but I've played piano bars 5-6 years.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A slew of talents, a very talented man, singer, musician, and a fantastic bartender.
And very good looking, don't forget that.
Very good looking, suave as hell. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today we are doing Negronis. This year, actually, 100-year-old cocktail, and is statistically the most ordered cocktail in the world. Have you ever had a Negroni?
I've never had one. I know what it is, but I've never actually had one.
You know how to make one?
Let's find out.
So let's go ahead and get started on these Negronis. The first thing we need to talk about is tools.
That's what my mom calls me.
So you are going to need your mixing glass, your mixing spoon, and then a strainer. My favorite cocktails are the simplest ones with the simplest amount of tools, because if you're just looking to make a nightcap at the end of a shift, end of a long day, you don't want to have a lot of things that you have to work with, cut up, clean up, which is why I think the Negroni, old-fashioned Manhattans, those are some of my absolute favorite cocktails to drink. You will need a peeler because we're going to need some citrus in this cocktail, but other than that, you literally just need the trinity here, we're going to call it.
That's my heavenly trinity sound.
I like that. All right, now that we have tools out of the way, we're going to get into ingredients. Now that we have the ingredients, there is actually only 3 ingredients if you don't count the citrus rind. We've got our gin, we've got our Campari, and we've got our Antica, which we've already promoted plenty. The Antica is my absolute favorite sweet vermouth. All right, now that we have our ingredients laid out, let's go ahead and get started making these Negronis.
I want my Negroni before you gon' bone me, cause then you gon' own me, cause I'm a prostitute.
Beautiful, Jared. All right, so the first thing we are going to do is get our mixing glass ready, and I forgot one thing. We're gonna need a jigger. This is a measured cocktail. Measured cocktails need to be precise. As long as you have that ratio, though, you can amp it up if you like a little stronger of a cocktail. The technical recipe for a Negroni is in equal parts 1-1-1, 1 ounce, 1 ounce, 1 ounce of Campari gin and sweet vermouth. In today's day and age, I think people want a little more spirit-forward cocktails, so I doubled the gin. We do 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of the Campari. 1 ounce of the Campari, and 1 ounce of the sweet vermouth. So we have all our ingredients in our mixing glass here. All we have left to do is chill this puppy. Ice the heck out of it. That's too much ice, but you get the point. And then a 10 to 15 second stir. All right, after the 15-second stir, you're just gonna strain it into a coupe. Coupes make these drinks look the sexiest, so you can drink this cocktail on the rocks, but this is how it's going to be classically served. And you know what, I think we're actually going to make one on the rocks, just to show you how that's.
What about like chilling the glass beforehand? Does that help with it?
100% actually, that's a great call. A lot of people will keep their martini glasses in the fridge, but it is a technique to put water and ice in the martini glass while you're making the cocktail, dump it, and then strain it in, just so the temperature of the glass doesn't bring down the temperature of the cocktail. So last but not least, we're going to express that orange peel over top. So you're just gonna squeeze the orange over top of the cocktail, and you just wanna make sure these oils just get on the surface there. And once you've expressed the oils out of the peel, we wanna rub that along the lip here, just so you get it aromatically and right on the lips as you drink this cocktail. I like to give it a nice tight fold because it just sits right on the...
You can make it talk then.
And there you have it. That is going to be our classic Negroni, served as it is.
It's not ready yet, right?
Classically. However, actually my rendition, no, that's a ready Negroni. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I just set you up with this?
Oh my
one?
God, I love you.
And then we will Goose.
Your dog's jealous.
Let's go ahead and make one of these puppies on the rocks, but I'm gonna change it up a little bit. And of course, Jared, do you watch the show?
I do.
If I was gonna make one more cocktail, what kind of variant would that be?
Oh,
What's left
scotch
to do?
for sure. Bobby
What's
loves
left to do
scotch.
in
He
this
always adds
episode?
scotch to all of his drinks. He's a huge scotch fan. I actually heard him say once the scotch is his favorite. He won't drink tequila or clear liquors in general.
Scotch. Down in
Mezcal,
my
bro. every single night at the bar, if I hear Bobby talking to a customer and they say, "Oh, what do you suggest?" Every single time, he's like, "I don't know, like, you want some with mezcal? I'll get you mezcal."
All right, let's do this. We're making a mezcal variation of the Negroni, one of my absolute favorite variations.
Is this one mine? Do I get it?
What's up?
This is mine.
Yeah, that's your cocktail, brother.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot has changed. It's still a what?
Just a bar napkin. I don't want to mess up your piano, boss.
You're like somebody that comes up to the service well and asks them for stuff while they're making a bunch of cocktails.
Excuse me, do you have ranch dressing?
So we're gonna make our mezcal Negroni. It's the same ratio. It's the 2-1-1. We're doing 2 ounces of our mezcal. No. 1 ounce of our Campari.
You nervous there, Bobby?
I get a little shaky.
Just a little shaky.
Just your beautiful eyes, man.
And like he's lost in them.
Can't look directly into his eyes. It's actually very dangerous. So then we have our 2-1-1, and it's what goes fantastic with mezcal, in my opinion, chocolate bitters. And same thing as that Manhattan. Adding a little bit of chocolate to a mezcal variation of any classic cocktail seems to bring out some really interesting flavors. It does make it a little desserty, so not going to be a cocktail that I have multiple times. Now that we have that all mixed up, we're just straining it into our rocks glass. You want the liquid to be closer to the temperature of the ice so it doesn't melt the ice so aggressively right away. And then we are going to use our orange rind, same kind of way. Something that is kind of neat to do with these orange rinds, if you really want to make the cocktail look nice, just shave off some of those, the excess imperfection of the cut. And if you want, you can do a little slit in the middle.
And if you're real fancy, you can draw your phone number in it.
So we've got this little slit in the middle. We've got a nice, clean orange rind. We flexed it over the top, and then we're gonna go ahead and just edge that right here. You can do like a cool curl on it, but just kind of a different way to do your orange rind.
I like that. It's smiling at me. Wow, that's beautiful. Is that a flower?
Fancy, right?
I like that one more than the OG.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, that's the way to go.
The smoky because of the mezcal.
Of course.
But it's like, it's a little more bitter with the zest,
Okay.
which is, I think, nice.
All right, guys, thank you for watching this episode of BAResource. I hope you learned how to make Negronis, our mezcal variation. I hope you try them at home. Jared, thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate you being, you're actually the first guest on this show. Goose was kind of the first guest, but you are the humanoid first guest. We appreciate you coming out, Jared. Reggie, as always, thank you, brother. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week. Have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what cocktails you want to see made, and we'll see you next time.